Sigmund Freud, an Austrian neurologist, revolutionized our understanding of the human mind. I am considered the father of psychoanalysis. My theories emphasize the significance of the unconscious mind. I believe that our early childhood experiences play a crucial role in shaping our adult personalities and behaviors.
Freud's work has had a profound impact on psychology and beyond. His ideas were groundbreaking. He proposed that much of our mental life operates outside of our conscious awareness.
This unconscious mind, I argued, is a reservoir of thoughts, feelings, and desires that we repress or are unaware of. According to me, these unconscious processes exert a powerful influence on our lives, shaping our thoughts, emotions, and actions.
Freud's emphasis on childhood experiences was particularly revolutionary. He believed that our early relationships, particularly with our parents, lay the foundation for our adult personalities. Traumatic events from our childhood, often repressed, can continue to affect us throughout our lives.
Understanding these early experiences is essential for understanding the adult psyche.
Freud's work was not without controversy. His ideas about sexuality in particular were considered scandalous in the early 20th century. However, his emphasis on the importance of the unconscious mind, early childhood experiences, and the impact of psychological factors on physical health has had a lasting impact on psychology, psychiatry, and Western thought in general.
I divided the mind into 3 levels of awareness: the conscious, preconscious, and unconscious. I used the analogy of an iceberg to describe these levels. The conscious mind, like the tip of the iceberg above water, represents our current thoughts, feelings, and awareness.
The preconscious mind lies just below the surface. It contains memories and thoughts that are not currently in our awareness but can be easily retrieved. Think of it as the part of the iceberg just below the waterline, accessible with a little effort.
The unconscious mind, the largest part of the iceberg submerged deep underwater, holds repressed memories, desires, and instincts that are too threatening to be brought to conscious awareness. This hidden reservoir, according to me, exerts a powerful influence on our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors.
Freud believed that the unconscious mind is not directly accessible to us. However, it reveals itself in disguised forms, such as dreams, slips of the tongue, and neurotic symptoms.
By analyzing these manifestations, I believed we could gain insights into the workings of the unconscious mind.
Understanding the interplay between these 3 levels of awareness is crucial in Freudian theory. The unconscious mind, with its repressed desires and conflicts, constantly interacts with the conscious mind. This dynamic interplay shapes our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, often in ways we are not fully aware of.
I further elaborated my theory of the mind by proposing a structural model of personality. This model consists of 3 interacting systems: the ID, the ego, and the superego. These 3 parts of the personality are constantly interacting and negotiating with each other.
The ID, present from birth, operates on the pleasure principle. It seeks immediate gratification of basic needs and drives, such as hunger, thirst, and sexual impulses.
Think of the ID as the impulsive, demanding child within us, seeking immediate pleasure and avoiding pain.
The ego develops during early childhood and operates on the reality principle. It mediates between the demands of the ID, the constraints of the superego, and the realities of the external world.
The ego seeks to satisfy the ID's desires in socially acceptable ways. Imagine the ego as the rational adult, trying to balance the ID's impulses with the superego's moral demands.
The superego, developed through socialization and parental influence, represents our internalized moral standards and ideals. It strives for perfection and judges our thoughts and actions, leading to feelings of pride or guilt.
Think of the superego as the internalized voice of parents and society, imposing moral judgments on our actions.
The interactions between the ID, ego, and superego are dynamic and complex. The ego, caught between the ID's demands for gratification and the superego's moral restrictions, uses various defense mechanisms to manage anxiety and maintain psychological balance. Understanding the interplay of these 3 psychic structures is essential for comprehending Freud's theory of personality development and psychopathology. Freud proposed that personality develops through a series of psychosexual stages. Each stage is characterized by a focus on a particular erogenous zone, an area of the body that is sensitive to pleasure.
I believe that experiences during these stages have a profound impact on adult personality.
The oral stage, from birth to about 18 months, centers around the mouth. Infants derive pleasure from sucking, biting, and chewing.
Fixation at this stage, often due to early weaning or feeding difficulties, can lead to oral personality traits in adulthood, such as dependency, gullibility, or a preoccupation with oral activities like smoking or overeating.
The anal stage, from about 18 months to 3 years, focuses on bowel and bladder control. Toilet training becomes a significant issue.
Fixation at this stage, often related to overly strict or lenient toilet training, can result in anal retentive traits like orderliness, rigidity, and stinginess, or anal expulsive traits like messiness, disorganization, and rebelliousness.
The phallic stage, from about 3 to 6 years, is marked by a focus on the genitals. Children become aware of anatomical sex differences. The Oedipus complex, a controversial concept, emerges during this stage, involving unconscious sexual desires towards the opposite sex parent and rivalry with the same-sex parent. The latency stage, from about 6 to puberty, is a period of relative calm. Sexual urges are repressed and children focus on developing social skills, peer relationships, and intellectual pursuits. This stage is crucial for developing healthy social and interpersonal skills. The genital stage, from puberty onwards, is characterized by a resurgence of sexual impulses. The focus shifts to mature sexual relationships and the establishment of intimate partnerships. Successful navigation of this stage leads to well-adjusted adults capable of forming loving, fulfilling relationships.
I believe that unresolved conflicts during any of these stages could lead to fixations. These fixations can manifest as personality traits or psychological problems in adulthood. My theory of psychosexual development emphasizes the importance of early childhood experiences in shaping adult personality and sexuality.
Section 5. Defense mechanisms, the ego's arsenal. Freud recognized that the human psyche employs various defense mechanisms to protect itself from anxiety, stress, and unacceptable impulses. These unconscious psychological strategies help us cope with difficult emotions and maintain a sense of self-esteem.
Repression, a primary defense mechanism, involves pushing unacceptable thoughts, feelings, or memories into the unconscious mind. Repressed material, though hidden from conscious awareness, can still influence our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors.
Denial involves refusing to acknowledge painful realities or unacceptable thoughts and feelings. It is a way of protecting oneself from overwhelming anxiety. For example, a person might deny the reality of a loved one's death or their own serious illness.
Projection involves attributing one's own unacceptable thoughts, feelings, or impulses to others. For instance, someone who is dishonest might accuse others of being untrustworthy.
Displacement involves redirecting emotions from a threatening target to a less threatening one. For example, after a stressful day at work, a person might go home and yell at their family members.
Rationalization involves creating seemingly logical explanations for behaviors that are actually driven by unconscious impulses. This defense mechanism helps us maintain a positive self-image and avoid feelings of guilt or shame.
These are just a few examples of the many defense mechanisms that the ego uses. While these mechanisms can be adaptive in the short term, excessive reliance on them can be maladaptive, preventing personal growth and hindering our ability to deal with challenging situations effectively. Understanding defense mechanisms is crucial for gaining insight into our own behavior and the behavior of others. Section 6, the Oedipus complex, a controversial concept. One of Freud's most controversial concepts is the Oedipus complex, a term derived from the Greek myth of Oedipus Rex. This complex, occurring during the phallic stage of psychosexual development around ages 3 to 6, describes a young boy's unconscious sexual desires for his mother and feelings of rivalry and jealousy towards his father.
According to Freud, the boy sees his father as a rival for his mother's affections. He fears his father's punishment, specifically castration anxiety, for these desires. This anxiety leads the boy to repress his feelings for his mother and identify with his father, adopting his father's values and morals.
Freud also proposed a female counterpart to the Oedipus complex called the Electra complex. In this complex, a young girl develops unconscious sexual desires for her father and experiences rivalry with her mother. However, Freud was less clear about the dynamics of the Electra complex.
The Oedipus complex, though debated and challenged, remains a significant concept in psychoanalytic theory. It highlights the importance of early childhood experiences, particularly within the family dynamic, in shaping personality development and sexual identity.
The resolution of the Oedipus complex, according to Freud, is crucial for the development of healthy sexual relationships in adulthood. Critics argue that the Oedipus complex is based on limited empirical evidence and reflects the patriarchal views of Freud's time. However, the concept continues to generate discussion and debate among psychologists and psychoanalytic theorists today. It remains a relevant topic for understanding the complexities of family dynamics, early childhood development, and the formation of sexual identity. Section 7. Unresolved Issues, Childhood's Lingering Impact. Central to Freud's theories is the idea that unresolved childhood issues can have a lasting impact on our adult lives. These unresolved issues, often stemming from early traumatic experiences or fixations during psychosexual development, can manifest in various ways, including psychological symptoms, relationship problems, and self-destructive behaviors.
Fixation at a particular psychosexual stage, often due to overindulgence or frustration during that stage, can lead to specific personality traits in adulthood. For example, an individual fixated at the oral stage might exhibit dependency, while someone fixated at the anal stage might be overly controlling.
Traumatic childhood experiences such as abuse, neglect, or the loss of a parent can have a profound impact on our psychological well-being. These traumas, often repressed into the unconscious mind, can resurface in adulthood as anxiety, depression, relationship difficulties, or other psychological problems.
Freud's concept of repetition compulsion suggests that we unconsciously repeat past traumatic experiences or relationship patterns in an attempt to master them. This repetition can manifest in our choice of partners, careers, or even our responses to everyday situations.
Psychoanalysis, developed by Freud, aims to help individuals uncover and understand these unresolved childhood issues. Through techniques like free association and dream analysis, psychoanalysis seeks to bring unconscious material into conscious awareness, allowing individuals to work through past traumas and develop healthier coping mechanisms.
Understanding the lasting impact of childhood experiences is crucial for personal growth and healing. By addressing these unresolved issues, individuals can break free from negative patterns, improve their relationships, and lead more fulfilling lives.
Section 8. Critiques of Freud, examining the criticisms. While Freud's theories revolutionized psychology and continue to influence the field today, they have also faced significant criticism over the years.
Critics point to various weaknesses in his theories, including a lack of empirical support, an overemphasis on sexuality, and a pessimistic view of human nature.
One of the main criticisms leveled at Freud's theories is their lack of empirical support. Many of his concepts, such as the ID, ego, and superego, are difficult to define and measure scientifically.
His theories often rely on subjective interpretations of clinical data, making them difficult to test using rigorous scientific methods.
Another criticism focuses on Freud's emphasis on sexuality, particularly his focus on infantile sexuality. Critics argue that his theories overemphasize the role of sexual drives in human behavior and development, neglecting other important factors such as social and cultural influences.
Furthermore, Freud's theories have been criticized for their pessimistic view of human nature. His emphasis on unconscious drives, conflicts, and the potential for psychological disturbance paints a rather bleak picture of human nature, overlooking our capacity for growth, resilience, and self-actualization.
Despite these criticisms, Freud's work remains influential in psychology and beyond. His emphasis on the unconscious mind, the importance of early childhood experiences, and the impact of psychological factors on physical health continue to shape our understanding of the human mind and behavior.
While some of his theories may be outdated or lack empirical support, Freud's contributions to the field of psychology are undeniable. His work paved the way for new perspectives on personality development, psychopathology, and the therapeutic process, leaving a lasting legacy on the field and beyond.
Section 9, Freud's enduring legacy, influence on psychology and culture. Despite the criticisms, Freud's influence on psychology and Western culture remains significant. His ideas have permeated various fields, including psychology, psychiatry, literature, art, and popular culture.
His concepts, such as the unconscious mind, the Oedipus complex, and defense mechanisms, have become part of our everyday language. Freud's emphasis on the unconscious mind revolutionized our understanding of human behavior. Before Freud, consciousness was considered the primary driver of our actions.
Freud's theories brought to light the hidden depths of the mind, suggesting that our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are often influenced by unconscious processes we are unaware of.
His emphasis on early childhood experiences has also had a profound impact on developmental psychology. Freud's psychosexual stages of development highlighted the importance of early relationships and experiences in shaping our personalities and adult behavior.
This focus on childhood has influenced parenting practices, educational approaches, and our understanding of child development.
Freud's work also led to the development of psychoanalysis, a therapeutic approach that aims to explore and understand the unconscious mind. Psychoanalytic techniques such as free association and dream analysis have been influential in various forms of therapy, even those that do not strictly adhere to Freudian principles.
Beyond psychology, Freud's ideas have permeated literature, art, and popular culture. His concepts have inspired countless novels, films, and works of art, reflecting the enduring fascination with the unconscious mind, sexuality, and the complexities of human nature.
While some of Freud's theories may be outdated or controversial, his impact on Western thought is undeniable. His ideas have shaped our understanding of the mind, personality, and human behavior, leaving an indelible mark on psychology, psychiatry, and culture at large.
Section 10, Case Studies, Childhood Experiences Manifested. Freud's theories are best understood through the lens of case studies. These real-life examples demonstrate how early childhood experiences, particularly traumatic ones, can manifest in adult life, often through psychological symptoms and relationship difficulties.
Case Study 1. Anna O. and the Talking Cure. Bertha Pappenheim, known in Freud's writings as Anna O., suffered from hysteria, a disorder characterized by physical symptoms like paralysis and hallucinations without any apparent physical cause.
Freud, through his colleague Joseph Breuer, discovered that Anna's symptoms were related to repressed traumatic memories from her childhood, particularly her experiences caring for her dying father.
Through the Talking Cure, a precursor to psychoanalysis, Anna was encouraged to talk about her experiences and express her repressed emotions. As she recounted her memories, her symptoms gradually subsided.
This case was crucial in shaping Freud's early theories about the unconscious mind and the role of repressed trauma in psychological disorders.
Case Study 2. Little Hans and the Oedipus Complex. Little Hans was a 5-year-old boy with a phobia of horses. Freud, through correspondence with the boy's father, interpreted Hans's fear as a manifestation of the Oedipus complex.
He suggested that Hans's fear of horses, particularly those with black harnesses resembling his father's moustache, represented his castration anxiety and his unconscious fear of his father.
While this case study is often cited as evidence for the Oedipus complex, it has also been criticized for its subjective interpretations and lack of empirical rigor. Nonetheless, it illustrates how Freud attempted to apply his theories to understand childhood anxieties and phobias.
These case studies, though limited in their scientific rigor, provide insights into how Freud's theories could be applied to understand the connection between childhood experiences and adult psychopathology. They also highlight the importance of addressing unresolved childhood issues in the therapeutic process. Section 11. Conclusion: Freud's enduring relevance. Sigmund Freud's theories, while controversial and subject to criticism, have left an enduring mark on psychology and Western thought.
His emphasis on the unconscious mind, the importance of early childhood experiences, and the impact of psychological factors on physical health have revolutionized our understanding of the human mind and behavior.
While some of his theories may be outdated or lack empirical support, his contributions to the field of psychology are undeniable. Freud's work has paved the way for new perspectives on personality development, psychopathology, and the therapeutic process.
His concepts, such as the unconscious mind, the Oedipus complex, and defense mechanisms, have become part of our everyday language, reflecting the enduring fascination with his ideas.
Though his theories have been challenged and refined over the years, Freud's legacy continues to shape our understanding of the human psyche and the complexities of human nature.
His work serves as a reminder of the importance of exploring the hidden depths of the mind and the lasting impact of our early experiences. Freud's theories, despite their limitations, continue to provoke debate, inspire research, and inform clinical practice, ensuring their relevance for generations to come.